Eventually called T.
searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way, yeah. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah. want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
It's a bummer, guys. I know. Just please don't kill us. Transfer your hate to someone else, not the players either. I don't know. Find some managers, something, and transfer your rage to them, because we really want the players to survive, so that, and I want to survive as well, so that we can enjoy the games here, and of course in the playoffs that are coming up tomorrow. We only have two more series in the group stages. It's going to be Execration versus Omega Esports, the one that we are watching right now, and of course later on in the day there's going to be LBZS versus Dragon, the last series of the group stages, and then from tomorrow the playoff starts. I'm not sure though if the playoff starts tomorrow, but you'll be getting informed throughout the day. Let's put that aside and focus here on the draft. Execration go for a puck, and Omega Esports respond with an IO. So it's most likely going to be a carry IO, something that we've been seeing over and over again, not only in this tournament, but in some lower tier tournaments like the Singapore Major, for example. So it has been very, very successful, and Southeast Asia teams have been pretty good at using it overall here in Moon Studio and some other tournaments as well. So we can assume that it is going to be a carry or a position 1 IO. And Execration actually go for an AA. Okay, not the biggest fan of the hero. Sure, with the puck it works pretty well, just because of the increase of the magic damage. You have good control to set up for the Ice Blast. So overall, it's nice. I would just like Execration to get a position 1 that actually has a stun or a slow, so that those cold feet can actually land in the safe lane. If that's not the case, AA usually does seem pretty underwhelming to me. Omega Esports go for a Void Spirit into a puck. Void Spirits love playing against the puck for some reason, or pucks hate playing against the Void Spirits for some reason, even though we've seen that usually the puck comes out ahead when this matchup is out. I think that's the official statistic, but still, it's kind of hard to play the puck. You can get caught by the Ether Remnant quite easily. You cannot use your phase shift effectively, because there's going to be a Remnant waiting for you there, and that's probably the main reason why they don't like playing against it. Naturally, the Void Spirit builds into a Yules. If you're good at using it, you can always break the coil with just getting yourself up in the air. So overall, I like it. Omega Esports potentially opening up with 2 cores. We still don't know where this IO is going to go, but this is most likely going to be a mid-matchup puck versus Void Spirit. We'll see if something changes, if Execration actually want to put this puck on some other position. By banning out the Dragonite, I kind of feel like it's definitely going to be the mid lane puck, though even if it's puck on some other positions, and letting the Dragonite go through Sam H. He has proven time and time again how good he is on this hero, but you have an AA, so in my mind, this ban doesn't really make sense, though we've seen Sam H, like I said, time and time again, get that Dragonite, get an early Meteor Hammer, and just pressure the map so much that it might not be worth it just giving the hero to him. So, Timbersaw being banned by Omega, Elder Titan as well. That Elder Titan ban is quite weird to me. Maybe Execration ran it on the off lane, because they already have an AA that is most likely going to be a position 5. Execration banning out the Lycan. I like this for sure. The AA would just be food to the Lycan, and puck, sure, you can catch the main hero, but the summons are still going to be chasing you down. So definitely like the bans from Execration. They're banning some heroes that Omega Esports really like to run. They like to have some kind of a pusher on their offlane. So those are the heroes that Sam H shines on the most. So Beastmaster, Dragonite, and the Lycan make a lot of sense. So Omega, they're taking their time with the last ban. Usually we see the teams struggling with their last ban because it is a ban into pick, and most likely they're going to be setting up for their pick. Maybe if they want the troll, they're going to ban a Razor, but I'm still thinking this is a carry IO. They get rid of the Wraith King, so it's not a setup for their pick. They just don't want to lane against the A Wraith King, and the Wraith King, arguably in the current meta, the best laning partner for the AA. You could say that the CK, Sven, they're good as well, though they haven't really been played lately, so we can't really put them in the same basket as the Raid King, who is some of the most picked carry heroes right now. Earth Spirit making it to the second phase. Okay, this is weird. This should be the two best teams in the tournament right now. They are both in the upper division of the Southeast Asia region in the second season. So and they have had good performances, apart from Yangon, who has been looking impressive as well. Maybe they're up there, but we see a change up in pace. Usually we would see the Earth Spirit or the Tusk being picked up in the first phase. This time around, the Earth Spirit makes it to the second phase, and Omega Esports will pick it up. Execration, go for a Tiny. We don't know where this Tiny is gonna go. It could be a mid lane Tiny. Looking at the heroes of Omega, I'm not the biggest fan of the Tiny pickup. The reason is you're playing against three heroes that are not that easy to burst down. Maybe the Void Spirit, but even him, if he gets a ton of levels, he's going to be fine. Most likely going to be a position 2 Void Spirit. So Earth Spirit tanky, Io is pretty tanky. I'm just not a fan of this Tiny pick. Sure, Execration, they do like to play aggressive. Tiny Avatos combo into an AA Blast will kill pretty much any of these heroes, but you need to land that perfectly if you want to get the kills, and there's just a lot of mobility on the side of Omega, so not the biggest fan of the pick, but it might be the hero that actually needs to be there to enable this AA to have some impact throughout the mid game when the puck coil is on cooldown. So we'll see if it works out for Execration. I personally am I'm not liking it that much. So I can see questions in chat asking about if this is game number 1. Guys, nope, this is considered game number 2. If I'm not mistaken, I already gave you that info, but I might be mistaken. I'm not sure right now. You're making me question myself, guys. That's not a good sign. So this is game number 2. Omega Esports did get a default win for game number 1 because Execration were late for pretty much 45 minutes. Execration going for Mars. So we pretty much don't know anything. Is this a position 4 Tiny? Is it a position 4 Puck? We are not sure at this point. To be honest, I might prefer a position 2 Tiny. Now he has a straight up target. It's going to be the Weaver. That's a pretty good target to go for. Avatos combo, and the Weaver is just dead, especially if it's a core Tiny and he has a ton of levels. So it's Tiny would also do pretty well against the Void Spirit. Melee hero against the Tiny. If you're not careful, Tiny hits level 4. 2 points in Avalanche, 1 point in Toss, because he's probably going to be starting with a tree grab. And you can take a ton of damage. The Avatos combo on level 2 Avalanche, it deals around 500 damage. So if you're not careful, you might just get actually bursted down. Execration ban out the TA. Looking at their heroes, they have good ways to burn through the refraction charges, so I'm not really sure about the ban. They're expecting this to be an offlane Void Spirit, which Sam H has been known to play. This it could be a mid lane IO as well. A mid IO, Weaver carry. The IO gets his Ags or Dominator, Ags into Heart, he latches onto the Weaver, and they just kill everyone. Having a support IO against an AA might not be the best move, but who knows, Omega Esports do have the last pick, so we really can't say. Both teams are keeping it quite open, and until we see the last picks, we're not going to be 100% certain of what's going on. So, Execration only have 10 more seconds. Okay, they have 13 seconds of reserve time. We'll go for the Juggernaut. Okay, Juggernaut AA, not the biggest fan of the combo. Sure, you have that slow, but overall, This Void Spirit and the Earth Spirit should be fine if it is their double offlane. I think now it's certain that they put the Void Spirit in the offlane. There's really no reason to put them in the mid lane. You have the Dissimulate to dodge the spin, to dodge the Cold Feet, so you're pretty much safe in that lane. The Earth Spirit has his own mobility as well, so he should be fine there too, just pulling the waves and being as annoying as he can to Execration. If the AA steps out, the Spirits do a ton of damage, are quite mobile, and can easily bring him down. So, what's it gonna be, Omega? Is this a support IO with the Weaver? We know that it works really well, though. Against Tiny, AA, Puck, it's not the best IO game, but this Nature's Prophet is probably gonna be a core. Okay, Mac playing the Void Spirit. Is this gonna be a mid lane Void with Sam H playing the offlane Nature's Prophet? Yo, we will be playing the Puck. So we are going to be seeing the Void Spirit Puck matchup in the mid lane until these guys picked up the heroes. I couldn't tell you what was going to happen. So CML playing the IO. It's going to be a Weaver IO lane. Quite a formidable lane overall if you get the bugs onto someone. And then use the overcharge. The Weaver will just rip them apart. Though I'm not the biggest fan of the support IO here. You're not going to be healing anyone because of the AA. A lot of things to catch you out. You get close to someone with your tether, the Omni Slash just slashes you to death. So, not the biggest fan of the support IO, but it is a first pick, so overall it doesn't matter. Omega Esports lineup, it's looking pretty solid. Oof, I don't know who to go for. They're very mobile on the side of Omega Esports. Though their carry is quite susceptible to just getting blown up. Mars, Tiny, A, Puck. I just feel like Execration, they have a lot of spells to play with. The only thing I'm scared for them is the laning phase, which could snowball out of control and Omega Esports could take it. Not sure here. Let me think about this one. It's a very tough prediction, considering that both of the teams have been looking pretty well in the tournament so far. I'm gonna go with Execration. Even though Tiny and the AA might not be the best meta heroes right now, I think that when they work together, they might be actually able to burst any hero on the side of Omega Esports. You should have better team fight with the Mars. Sure, you're playing against two Spirits, but the Weaver is pretty sad when playing against this hero. So I kind of feel like Execration have too many spells, and when it comes to the later stages of the game, you do have the Juggernaut. On the other hand, though, Omega, their mobility, their ability to cover the map and just go for pickoffs is just insane. I'm just scared that they might have to build up a big lead if they wanted to win the game, considering they have a carry Weaver, no other real cores other than that. Okay, guys, let's see those questions marks in the chat. We see how Yowie wanted to start this off. Emo really making a difference in the Dota community in the future. So, okay, Yowie taking it to the next level and putting 7 question marks there. I have no idea what... 6 digits businessman. Okay. Hopefully that is the case. We like people getting... getting rich. Once in this chat I found out that I'm rich and that I'm gonna buy laptops for everyone, but it still hasn't hit my bank account, guys, just so you know. People said in chat, yo, casters are rich, here you can buy a laptop for you guys. So Dino, is he actually gonna go for the bounty rune? I think he could die here with the spear and a follow-up toss. He actually could be going down. Tino being pretty aggressive. Will try to run to the side now. 8 seconds for them to go for him. BDC, what will he skill? They're gonna go for the God's Rebuke. Tino will be taking a ton of damage. They go for the Avalanche. The A is not in the vicinity, so he'll be able to get out, taking a ton of damage there. And actually, he did secure the bounty, so I guess it's fine. That's 200 gold for his team in total. And his Wisp will most likely bring out a ton of regen just to make him be healthy in this lane. Tino will be healing up quite a lot, and with this tether, with the Ring of Regen, he should be fine. Really curious to how this top lane is gonna go. We're probably gonna be seeing a lot of damage being done to each side. Tiny going for the courier, he needs 2 hits, and it will go down. So no salve for the Weaver. He even gets the pull off. BDZ will block the camp and most likely connect that wave here in the back. So very nicely done by BDZ. Mid lane. We've talked about this matchup already. It should be a Void Spirit favorite matchup. Puck will try to equalize it with the harass. But, we'll see if Mac is gonna be able to dodge that with the Resonant Pulse usages later on in the game. Of course, we know that the matchup can go either way. Whoever is the one initiating is probably gonna be the one coming out ahead of the fight. Bottom lane, Jugger and the AA. This should definitely be an Omega favored lane. If they don't make a mistake, Shanks and Sam H are not gonna be dying here, and this Nature's Prophet should have the freest lane. But for now, we're seeing only 4 last hits on the Nature's Prophet and 12 on the Jugger. Probably some of those are gonna be treants, but I expected Omega to do better. Yes, Shanks not really securing the lane the best for his offlaner. The AA doesn't have the pull. Stack's gonna be broken. They don't have the big camp pull, so Sam H now, he should be very close to his tower and should feel quite comfortable farming here. Mid lane, okay, I said it was a Void Spirit favored matchup, but it shouldn't be this much. Okay, the Puck getting some last hits underneath the tower, so I should be fine, even using the Waning Rift there to secure it, and the Orb to secure the range creep as well. The Ether Emerald being used just to secure that there's gonna be a deny. Mac doing a great job in this lane so far, 52 compared to 12 and 0, and of course Mac getting a full creep wave into his tower. It's gonna increase his farm even further. We are still not seeing a single kill in this game, so these guys, they really don't like us, the audience. They were late for the match. Now they're not killing each other. Guys, I don't know what we're watching here, but we definitely want to see something more interesting. And the first blood is gonna get missed by your observer or your caster. Doesn't matter. CML goes down. BDZ getting that first blood gonna mean a lot for the position for Tiny. This hero thrives on kills. If he gets a lot of kills in an early Blink Dagger, he's gonna be very formidable for this Omega Esports lineup. On the other hand, if he does get shut down, the Tiny can be pretty underwhelming. Though Omega Esports do have this lineup that actually likes to run in, and that's something that the Tiny is pretty good against. Bottom lane, they go for RR, he goes down, Shanks turns around, onto the Juggernaut, will get cold feeted, but it's only a level 1 spin, and Palos cannot get the kill. So now the salve being used, Palos doesn't have the Blade Fury, so if they want to go in, they definitely can. Here comes the roll, it's gonna connect, they're gonna destroy the healing ward as well. You have the kick, and Shanks gets a double on the bottom lane. So Omega Esports, they're gonna strike on the bottom lane. They might have lost the IO on the top first, but are gonna be quite happy with how the laning stage is going, at least in terms of kills. This is what I was talking about when I talked about Omega having the advantage on the bottom lane, and why I'm not the biggest fan of the AA. RR trying to go for the rune now. He's gonna pay with his life once more. That's gonna be his second death of the game. Mac will get the kill. Shanks making sure his older brother gets that one. Omega Esports start the game off with 3 kills. Execration, the only thing they need to not allow to happen is these spirits just snowballing the game. That's something that you can't allow to happen, or you're gonna be in a world of hurt. Of course, with the Furion always TPing in, you're gonna always have enough damage to bring these heroes down. So they really need to stop this bleeding that has started right now, and Omega have a 1k gold lead. Of course, we're all cheering for Execration, despite them making us wait for an hour. This is a pretty hype series, and just ending in a default lose, and another 20-minute game is gonna be very bad. Top lane Weaver, though, is gonna go down. The spear connects perfectly. Avatos combo is there, and Execration, they just do a ton of damage on their offlane as well. So the offlanes for both teams are gonna be looking pretty good. Not in terms of farm, but in terms of kills, they're doing really, really well. Now, RR in some trouble. Do they have the kick? Yes, they do, but without the Orb of Venom, Shanks is not going to pursue that. He's going to get level 4, having a point in silence still. This Juggernaut, if he doesn't use the spin like that aggressively, he should be surviving any attempt on his life. Top lane, Nico getting gone on, has the swarm on him. Here comes the Weaver as well. Will they be chasing? Not really. Nico is just gonna remove the little annoying bug from himself. Mid lane, the bug getting dove. Mac just using one astral step to keep Yowie somewhat low, but he does have the ball charges to get up to full HP, and Puck will be okay here. The mid lane is pretty much equal. None of them coming out ahead. Tiny though, coming from the side. They do have the Dream Coil, so this would be a great time to go in for the Voice Spirit. He uses the Waning Rift, but there is an Infused Raindrop on Mac, and this guy is very, very hard to kill. Yo, we will be getting the rune, so that's gonna be a slight advantage for him. We can see him TPing to the bottom lane immediately. He wants SMH. SMH would be the perfect kill. Them not spotting the Puck now on the top lane might be a red flag, but SMH will get caught. They do have the coil, and it's gonna be a easy kill on the bottom lane. Yo, we gets that one, and will run to the mid lane immediately. Meanwhile, while this was happening, BDZ was in the mid, collecting experience, collecting some gold. So Execration not really losing anything for that rotation, and the first rotation of the Puck will be successful. Velos getting kicked in the gut there, getting very close to the tower, but he won't be clipped by it. Should be fine to continue laning here, not using the healing ward just yet, but there it is. He wants to keep himself healthy, understanding how much damage this Nature's Prophet Earth Spirit can do. SMH TPing to the mid lane, just to refill the bottle. He has another TP. Mac using 2 Astral Step charges, gets the courier, so at least he gets something for that, but it's gonna be a long time before he can actually have 2 of those. SMH not going for the bottom lane right now. He has a TP, but it seems like he wants to leave the lane for Shanks. He's just gonna go farm the woods, and still a pretty slow start. 3 kills on each side. No one really ramping up the aggression right now. The spirits need levels. The Tiny needs the dagger. A needs levels as well, but they do have the arena, so arena is ready. The coil will be ready in 2 seconds. And Nico and Yowie might want to play together right now. Execration going for a pause. Hopefully it's nothing to do with their PCs, and we can continue quite soon. Maybe just some slight modifications, and we can resume this game number 2. Let's call it that way. If you guys are just joining us, game number 1 was a default win for Omega Esports since Execration were late. They're having some microphone issues. They're saying that they love Omega Esports, and that's very nice that we see a lot of love. Mac is even gonna send some love in a cute way. So, why was an unpause, but immediate pause? I think that Omega are just playing with them. Now they're using a language that we don't understand, which is pretty sad. Oh, we're seeing Yowie again going for the question mark. This is not looking good for Execration in terms of laning. I'm still favoring them in this game. I think they have a ton of spells to kill basically any hero on the side of Omega Esports until the BKBs come out. That's not going to be anytime soon. They're going to be dying every single time. Even if you get the Yules on the Voice Spirit, that's just going to be a setup for the Mars. That's why he's going for an aggressive item. I like this. So, Omega, you do not win this game by thinking about how am I not gonna die against them. You need to go aggressive. You need to be the ones initiating. So always get a smoke, get on top of your enemies, get a tower, get wards down, and play around those. As soon as they come to your vision, again, jump on them aggressively. That is the way that I want Omega Esports to play this game. If they If they're just on the defensive, building defensive items, Yules, BKB, we need to wait for my Yule so that I can survive this, we need to wait for this so I can survive this, and so on until you lose the game. That's not the way to go. So I really like what the Mac is doing, just going for the Orchid immediately. Pretty much every single hero on the side of Execration dies. We're gonna go and resume the match, so you're not gonna have to listen to me spouting nonsense here, guys. And we can watch this game number 2 continue. So, Dino and CML farming the woods. CML, he did make some nice stacks. The BDZ is here. He wants to steal some experience with Nico coming in. They can use the arena. Puck coming to the side as well. They're gonna get both of them inside of the arena. Io is going down for sure. They use the coil onto no one. And Dino now using the Shikuchi. He's actually quite healthy still. Does have the infused raindrops and should survive. With the Earth Spirit tipping in, Shanks might be able to turn this. The kick is not gonna hit onto anyone, but the roll will. BDZ in some trouble. Nico does have the spear. Not using it just yet. Nice Ether Remnant. They jump onto Nico as well. That also step damage will get the kill. BDZ goes down, so a nice return kill, but still, it's a big reaction coming out from Omega Esports. It's a bummer for Execration that this Weaver survived, but in the end, it's going to be a 1-for-1 and a relatively even trade there between the two. Of course, with the BDZ dying, he's not going to be happy with that. He wants that Blink Dagger as soon as possible, and every single death is going to delay it by quite a lot. Sam H has doesn't have his ulti. Not sure if he used it earlier for the fight or just for farming. Balos continuing to farm towards his Battle Fury. It's not going to be coming that early. He is the second most farmed hero on the map, but overall his farm isn't that impressive. Weaver TPing to the bot lane. Top lane, we're seeing a smoke. Omega Esports, they want a kill. We might be seeing actions on two parts of the map. The Jugger is taking a ton of damage here. He will go for the spin. Does have a Fairy Fire using the healing ward. Will they be diving? Not really. Top lane. Shanks not gonna go in, and no one will actually die on either part of the map. We saw two actions being made by Omega Esports. Now Mac getting gone on. They're gonna get the stance off. Do have the coil. If they break it with a spear, he's definitely gonna be going down. They don't use it, but they use the arena. Here comes the A blast, and it will finish him off. Now Shanks is in trouble as well. They're gonna turn on him. He has a roll, but can't he use it really? It's not gonna be happening. BDC finishing him off with the avalanche, and that's gonna be another kill going into the hands of Execration. A beautiful execution there. Poor man's Blink Dagger coming out. A toss into an instant silence is gonna be enough to bring down this poor Void Spirit. Now AA getting caught. They don't have a way to break the TP, and RR will survive. Will have an Ice Blast pretty soon, so him being in the base, it doesn't really bother him that much. He even stole the rune there, so Omega Esports even losing that. Execration now with the 1k gold lead, they're starting to snowball a little bit. We'll see if they can use their next set of ultis to get the kills. Now Juggernaut getting to the top of the net worth is gonna be untouched and making sure that the top tier 1 goes down. Omega Esports, meanwhile, despite having a Nature's Prophet, are not hitting this tower just yet. They do have the siege creep, but let's see. Execration, do they want to defend this? It seems like yes. They're going for a smoke. Have a scan here. They know exactly where Shanks is, but that is not the target that you want. The tower has fallen. They're picking out the mid lane. Sam H, even with that Hood of Defiance, they have so much damage. There's no way that Sam H will survive this. They're diving the tower, coming from the side. Here comes the poor man's Blink again. The A blast will connect with the avalanche, and Sam H, he's most likely not going anywhere. Coil will be there. Nice silence onto the puck. Kick onto 2. They use the magnetize. Yowie is taking a ton of damage. Can he get out? They're trying to keep the Earth Spirit away. Yowie will use the orb, and he'll get a kill there. He's actually going to be the one surviving and tries to use all of his spells just to get a turn away from himself, but in the end he's going to die. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 again. A good rotation coming out from Execration, but they do lose their puck in the end and the bottom tier 1, so Omega are not going to be too sad about how this went. BDZ now getting some time on the bottom lane. The Voice Spirit immediately running towards him. He wants to save this farm actually for the Mars. Mars is TPing in. Nice glyph usage. Now the Nature's Wrath will connect onto both of them. Mac thinking about going in. The relocate isn't ready just yet, so Mac would be all alone there unless, of course, Sam H would want to join him. Sam H going for the Witchblade. He does have that Hood of Defiance. He wants to be the tanky guy in their team, so not going for the Orchid. It's gonna be Max a job to go for the aggressive items. Top lane Weaver Think about going in for the Jogger. Palos should be fine. He has a ton of armor, a ton of movement speed with the phase boots. He should be able to survive any attempt on his life that is half-hearted like this one from the Weaver. He will just continue farming and is very, very close to the Battle Fury. Just one component away. He can buy either the Ring of Health or the Void Stone. We'll see which one he wants. It's gonna be the Ring of Health first, but he doesn't even bother bringing it to him. Just gonna continue farming and get the whole thing in just one go. To bottom lane. Mega in a smoke. He wanted to find someone, but won't be able to do anything. And I really like what Execration are doing. They're just dodging the Spirit Brothers, farming their items. They are not getting caught. They made a few aggressive moves, which turned out pretty good for them. And now Omega Esports, they're a little bit scared. We can see Sam H just farming the jungle here is... it's not looking too good. We would expect the Nature's Prophet to at least take this mid tower or at least pressure it a little bit more in the early game, but Execration are allowed to farm as much as they want. Omega Esports, they're confident in their ability to play the later stages of the game, but to be honest, I'm really not. It looks to me as the late game will easily go into Execration's favor, but let's see. There's another smoke. Execration using a ton of smokes in this early game. Can they catch the Void Spirit? Would be a good go. They use the coil immediately. There's gonna be an arena. Thinking about the Spirit, he does have a haste through, dodging him up quite nicely. Mac, he might actually survive and will go for the disabilities. Okay, beautiful magnetized BDZ falling down for the toss will be there, and they do get a return kill on BDZ. So good response from Omega Esports. That haste rune just coming into play so nicely there for Mac. In the end, he does go down there to the AA blast, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, RR will claim the kill, but still, he made them work for it. No arena, no coil. Omega Esports, you need to make a move. They do have they don't have the relocate. I think he wanted to use it to relocate the Void Spirit out, but didn't manage to do it, so it will be on cooldown. But Execration, again, they have the Ice Blast. They can go in. They might want to ward this ward here, but that's not going to be happening. And Omega will save it there. Mac continuing to farm. He wants that silence. Fuck, what is he going for? He has the Witchblade, going for the Yules. If he gets that Yules anytime soon, it's not going to be easy for Mac to kill him. But sure, silence, you Yule yourself, and you're just going to set yourself up for an Ether Remnant. Smoke. Execration. This should be their last smoke for sure. They're going in. Weaver is going to be their target of choice. They have a coil in 5 seconds, though they need that silence to get on top of him. Ooh, using the ulti, I think he spotted that something was happening and will just scurry to the side. So Tino will survive, and this smoke from the side of Execration won't give them anything. The lead will decrease to 1k gold, but Juggernaut, he's continuing to farm quite effectively. Will have the Blade of Alacrity as well. So his farm is going to start ramping up quite a lot when he gets that Manta. He's going to be pretty much unkillable. You use the Manta to relieve the silence, and then with the spin, no one on the side of Omega Esports will be doing any damage to you. So now with the Orchid done, Omega Esports, they need to make some plays. They have a lot of smokes, they haven't used too many of them, and did manage to stop the bleeding somewhat. Execration with that missed gank on the top lane. They're gonna be on the defensive right now. They need those Blink Daggers up. The Mars has his Tiny, very close to the Blink Dagger right now, BDZ. Only like 400 away. So, Tino and CML on the bottom lane. We all know how fast these two are when they go for a Shikuchi. Both of them are gonna have a ton of movement speed. Mac, the Orchid, will get scouted. Does have the Illusion Rune in the bottle. That's gonna come into play later on for sure. Sam H showing on the top lane, has a pipe on inside. So Yowie now going in. There's pretty much no chance that Sam H is gonna be going down. Even with the A Blast connecting, he's gonna survive. Here comes the roll. They found the puck. Gonna get kicked back. Beautiful silence as well. The Bugs don't get on top of him. Tino, make a mistake there. Actually, he might go into the Bugs. They will expire just in the nick of time, and the puck will survive. A bit of a mistake coming there from the Weaver. If he connected with the Swarm, they probably would be able to bring down the puck still. Without any vision, he's gonna be able to get out. Despite a great spell usage coming out from Shanks, they won't get the kill. Bottom lane, BDZ in some trouble. He's gonna get gone on by Tino, who has a Maelstrom. He's hitting quite hard, but he's gonna be okay. Now they're thinking about going in. Relocate, not ready for 60 seconds, but Dino will be able to move out. Smoke from the two brothers. Spirits are coming in. They want to get some kills. BDZ buying his Blink Dagger, so even if he dies, it's not gonna be that bad for him. Omega still, are you gonna be finding anything here? Courier, there. Okay, they found the AA. Not really the best target. They coil onto the two of them. Third Spirit blast up to the edge of the arena. Here comes the Wisp. He wants to save the Void Spirit. The AA blast wasn't used there. Now they turn around onto Nico. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 for now. Nico taking a ton of damage. Avalanche gonna stop the advance. Nico might be surviving this. The Remnant doesn't connect. They go in for him, but now here comes the Weaver. Tino is doing a ton of damage. The Maelstrom will proc twice there. What kind of luck is that from Tino? And he's gonna be getting the kill. So a bit of unfortunate turn of events for Execration. They did get the Earth Spirit, but they lose 2 in return. The Tiny now has a Blink Dagger. His mana is not really full, but he wants to be there as fast as possible. Won't be able to save the mid tower. So in terms of map control, Omega Esports are gonna be quite happy with this development. But still, look at what's happening. Palos is just continuing to farm. He's very close to the Manta style. Just 2,000 away from the next closest hero on the map, and that is the Weaver. Even with that kill, he's not going to be able to catch up to the Juggernaut. But considering the other cores on the side of Execration, they're not really doing that well for themselves. Especially this puck. We expect a bit more for him. They're pinging out the Nature's Prophet coming in. Where's the coil? It's there in 7 seconds. BDZ think about blinking in. He wants the full Avatos combo. And now the creeps see him, which means that the Spherion is going to be fine. They know he has a pipe of insight, so it's really not easy bringing Sam H down. A good choice to just let it be there. The blinks won't give them that much. They used so many. Just Avatos combo. Nico does have a spear, and they get the kill. BDZ in the end will be the one claiming that one, so a nice clean pickoff coming out from them. The Wisp dies, but this is a problem for Execration. You used way too many smokes in the beginning of the game, and now with your Blink Daggers, you can't really get kills on any of the cores on the side of Omega Esports. That might be important later on. They get back. He gets a silence onto the Tiny. BG just gets destroyed. Mars now in some trouble as well with a Magnetize there, and Samage coming from the side. They're gonna bring him down. 2 kills come out from Omega Esports. Great movements from them. This is what we've been talking about. The strength of their lineup is in their mobility, and they use it pretty effectively right now. Shanks coming onto the high ground. Are you better run, my friend? Going in for the Shadow Amulet, but they know exactly where you are. You do have the pull. Nice coil onto the two of them. Here comes Palos. He hasn't been a part of any fight. No ulti being used just yet. He just wants to slash them to death. Shanks will die. Beautiful as a separate pulse. Palos has to split TP away. Yowie will get himself to the side, and for now is okay. Think about going in. The Weaver coming in. Palos does have the ulti still. They are gonna be able to get out with the Wisp, who did use his relocate to get in, so both him and the Weaver getting out, and they only get the Earth Spirit kill. I'm not sure why they didn't go for Mag there when they used the coil. Samage taking a ton of damage here. Ooh, nice spear there, connecting him onto the trees that he himself spawned, so kind of setting up his own grave there, and Palos gets the kill. Palos was hitting quite a lot there, but there was no chance for him to get the kill without the Mars will be there in time. Now Palos thinking about going in. He is definitely the strongest hero on the map, has the Manta as well. Silence on the Voice Break, can he get on Yowie? Yes he can, but there's a Yule Scepter. Really not easy, and the Avatos combo, look at the damage, and he'll just go down. BDZ though, he's gonna be Palos going for the ulti. Kuksky got the double kill or triple kill. Now Tino, you're the only one left, doesn't have the ulti, and it's as well. Beautiful fight coming out from Execration. They wipe Omega from the face. He died earlier on before the fight started, but a nice 4-1 trade for the side of Execration with a nice 2k 2k gold advantage. Execration pushing the mid lane tower. And Mega Esports, what's your response? Spread out the map. They need a numbers advantage in this fight. The first Omni Slash from Palos doing just so much damage, and now they even take the mid tier 2. So just like that, Execration will claim 2 towers in the mid lane, and basically the entirety of the Omega Esports team, getting them to 4k gold, closer to 5k at this point, 17 to 12. Pretty much every single thing is going their way at this point. Execration don't want to disappoint the fans. They already gave a little bit of disappointment just by giving that default win to Omega Esports for game number 1. So they wanted to win this one, and we're all cheering for them. We want to see Execration win this one and see at least 2 games. See 2 games in the series, because it would be a bummer seeing only 1. Nature's Prophet has a Solar Crest. Will use kill him. Look at how fast Shanks is, but here comes Yowie. He's doing a ton of damage. The Nature's Wrath will connect, but Shanks goes down first. The damage from the Witchblade is gonna be insane, and Yowie gets that one easily. Trian's coming into the road just to scout out the situation. The Healing Ward still hasn't been used, and Palos should be able to bring down the Roach right now. Nico coming in to tank the Roach. Now A Blast being used on the bottom lane. It's going to connect, maybe even on all three of them. Nope, they go out. The A Blast will whiff completely. So they do get the bottom tier 2 for the Roche. Solid trade for Omega Esports, but still Execration are gonna be happier with the outcome. Basher on the Juggernaut. This is gonna be very important. There are a ton of mobile heroes on the side of Omega Esports. A random bash could definitely come into play in some of these team fights. The tier 2 on top will definitely fall. The Spirit TP. Does he really want to fight Shanks? You're not in a good spot here. The Void Spirit coming from the side. They jump in onto Mac. He's gonna be taking a ton of damage here. Are there any silences coming out? No, he's uses the BKB. Turns around onto the Mars. He actually connects the Ether Remnant only onto the Juggernaut, who still has the Aegis. Silence onto the Mars in the backlines. The Whispers already died. Tino coming in. Do they have any vision? Not really. Tino getting bashed. There's the bash that we were talking about. Do get the silence. Tino, will he survive this? No, he won't. And Palos is on a mega kill streak. That basher coming into play immediately. Now a beautiful Spirit into an AA Blast, and Shanks goes down as well. A double kill for Palos. He just chops them down and increases the lead of his team even further. Avalanche in the mid lane just to clear out the creep waves, and Omega Esports, they're falling apart in this game number 1, or game number 2. To be more precise, I guess. So Palos immediately going for the high ground. The Healing Ward is quite healthy there. It's gonna be there for another 5 to 7 seconds, keeping Palos quite good in these fights. The Basher, as soon as he bought it, came into play and just did so much. They go on to the Void Spirit, they have the Omni Slash. Look at the damage. You're not going anywhere, my friend. Another bash, and that's gonna ensure that he can't go for the Dissimulate. No buyback on this Void Spirit, no buyback on the Weaver. They're going for the Raxes. There is a buyback on the Earth Spirit, but he's coming back up in a second. The melee Rax, though, they will fall. That toss securing that they have enough damage. Axe almost down on the Juggernaut. This is not looking good for Omega Esports. 11k gold deficit just like that. They needed to snowball. They needed to control the map better, but this draft just looks very, very hard to execute though. Given that they have already secured their spot as the top team in the group phase, they don't really need to win. So same goes for Execration. They can't be on spot number 1. Maybe they have something to prove to themselves, but we might be seeing some different drafts here from the teams in Omega Esports. Sure, these are all meta heroes, but together it's not easy to execute them at all. Hopefully they do get even better, and we can see them making lineups like this work perfectly. It is possible, but you need good communication, good movements around the map, and just getting a lot of kills, not allowing the enemy to snowball over you like that. Nico misses that spear. Actually connects the spear and gets him into this jungle, but he just gets into that little spot where there are no trees. Tino continuing to farm. His BKB is gonna be there soon. We're gonna be seeing 2 BKBs coming out. The Nature's Prophet doesn't have his. The Void Spirit already has his though. So once the Weaver has a BKB, he's not gonna be that easy of a target. Tino not being able to dish out the damage in the team fight is a big deal. But coming back to the network, just looking how far away the Juggernaut is right now. Palos, he's a beast. Pretty much, he just chops down everyone with just the Swift Slash. These guys, they cannot survive. Not a lot of armor on the side of heroes of Omega Esports, especially not counting even the Weaver. Only 14 armor. Okay, on Aggie Treads, he does have 17. Palos still has that Aegis for another minute and 15 seconds. Coil being used in the mid lane. They break the coil onto the Weaver. He gets a BKB, can't use it. Uses the ulti now. Turns around onto Nico, who turns around with the shield. He's gonna be okay for now with it all coming in. Nico should be left for dead. Honor coming in. He wants to die as well. Nico using the BKB, but he will die either way. They use the tap and will get him down. A blast being used there. It's gonna connect onto 3. Now uses the Ghost Scepter and will survive. For now, Swift Slash being used in the back line. CML goes down and Shanks will follow as well. It's a double kill for the Juggernaut. It just goes to show how powerful he is right now. BDZ coming in. Avatar's combo. You're not going anywhere, my friend. And Mac goes down. Without his BKB, he's just not strong enough to survive. And Weaver goes back to the base with his 10-second BKB being used and still not winning the fight. They at least get 2 heroes. MH wasn't even part of that fight. Now uses the ulti just to push out the waves, and the Earth Spirit buys back. They don't want to give another lane of racks to Execration, and this healing ward will immediately get taken down. So he slash onto the Weaver. The bash is there. Dino taking a ton of damage. Here comes the roll. Juggernaut getting kicked into the Tier 4's Avatar's combo from BDZ. The Weaver will survive. Now Earth Spirit getting bashed there. Spin from the Juggernaut. He does have the Axe Shard. BDZ might be in some trouble. The Weaver will go in. Doesn't have the ulti. Silence onto the Weaver. Doesn't have the BKB just yet. He gets the kill. Magnetize being used on the Juggernaut, and they'll get him down to once. He still has the Aegis. Shanks trying to roll away. Beautiful Yules just in the nick of time. They do have the Swiss Flash, but only with the spin will he finish him off. There is no time lapse on the Weaver, but beneath his tier 3s, he should be safe. The Blast doesn't connect. He's okay, and Sam H making sure that Execration have to react to the top lane. This is what I wanted to see from Omega in this game. Completely just dodge the fights and force them to TP and then catch them on the retreat. So that's the approach that Omega Esports are going to be taking right now. Nice spear there on the Voice Spray. Do they have the Swift Flash? Yes, they do. There's the back. Smack goes down. Ooh. He was mid-animation there, and Palos still will have enough attack speed to kill him. So much damage coming out from this Juggernaut. He's actually thinking about going in once more. He doesn't have the Aegis anymore. The Wisp comes in. He just wanted to relocate his friend out and will go down right now. CML will be the second casualty of that engagement. The Earth Spirit, no buyback, is going to be down for another 20 seconds. There are 2 buybacks on the side of Omega Esports if they want to fight. Bottom lane, the Weaver getting caught. Avatar's combo, and the Frostbite will bring him down. Actually, what do you call it? The Shatter will bring him down. Now Palos going for the Raxes. This is going to be the second lane of Rax. Without the Weaver, I don't really see him defending this. They have to fight for the bottom lane. That's their safe haven or last stand for Omega Esports. They don't really have a safe part of the map. Same age still continuing to push out the waves. He does have a buyback, so if he does come back to the base, he can give his life for the Raxes, but it doesn't seem like he is too interested in coming in. He's top of the network chart when it comes to his team, but looking at the Juggernaut's farming, just insane. Void Spirit getting gone on. The Swift Slash is going to be enough, and with the A Blast connecting, there was no chance for Mac to survive. Immediately they go for the GG, understanding how helpless they are in this game. So Omega Esports, they tap out. You might have won the first one by a default win, but Execration, their new PCs are working really well. So I guess it was worth it losing one game to get these PCs. They're now on steroids, basically. They were playing on old PCs for the entirety of this tournament, and they were still doing so well. So guys, it's pretty scary what these guys are gonna be doing with their new gear. Guys, thanks for watching. That was game number 2. Game number 1 was a default win for Omega Esports since Execration was late. So that's some info if you're just joining us. We're going to go on to a short break. After that, we're back with the 3rd game of this best of 3 series to find out who's going to be winning pretty much the standings on the in the group stage will not change. Execration will be 2nd and Omega Esports will be 1st. But Execration definitely wanted this win so much, and they're playing out of their mind. So Omega Esports, can you bounce back after this loss? We're going to find out after a short break. So stay with us, boys. And we are back here with the Moon Studio Spring Trophy Cup. I'm Harry Freak, and this is a series between Omega Esports and Execration. We said we are gonna have a small break, guys, and that's exactly what we did. We know that you guys now are used to waiting here, since some of you have been staying in the chat for an hour waiting for the first game of Omega Esports and Execration, but it never came. It was game number 2 instantly, because Execration did get a default lose in game number 1 because of being late. So it is a 1-for-1 right now. This is the decider. Whoever wins will be taking the series. Omega Esports, they didn't look too hot in game number 1, though their draft was very, very hard to execute. So let's see now if they can bounce back. They have lost their last series against Army Geniuses as well. So hopefully there's not something wrong within the team. I really like how they played at the start of the tournament, and maybe just taking it easy right now, seeing as they have secured the top spot in the group stages. But guys, just to remind you to follow the Moon Studio English channel here on Twitch, and follow Moon Studio on Twitter, as well as me, Harry Freak, on Twitter to know when we are live. The playoff starts tomorrow. We only have one more series after this one. It's going to be Dragon versus LBZS, but that one starts later on in the day at 19 SG time. So it's going to be around a 3-hour break after this match before we start our next series. So Omega Esports, they ban out the puck this time around. Execration are not going to be playing that one. Yowie, that's one of his best heroes. Pretty much one of the best heroes for pretty much all mid laners right now, because whoever wants to raise their MMR is playing puck in pubs. For sure, in all regions, the hero is just looking amazing. And we're probably going to be seeing some nerfs with the patch coming out, or maybe the game style changes. Just some changes on the map that are going to impact the puck, because it's just insane how much the hero brings to the table. So Omega Esports, they ban out the Tusk. Execration, are they going to be going for that Earth Spirit? We saw that the Earth Spirit made it to the second phase last game. The hero that is weird to me that wasn't picked up is the Phoenix. For me, the Phoenix is just the one of the more powerful heroes right now. Execration, they do go for the IO. So they're like, Omega, we're going to show you how this is done. And Omega, go for the AA. Okay, so it's kind of a reverse thing right now. So it's going to be Execration with the IO, Omega Esports with the AA. I kind of feel like Execration are going to be playing the IO on a position 1 for sure. Palos is pretty good on the hero. And that's something that Execration do like to run. Or do you go for the ET? Nope, go for the Void Spirit. Want to catch the AA in the backlines. So Execration kind of mimicking the draft of Omega Esports in the last game. So they are. This is definitely some next level thing where they're like, we're gonna win against you with the draft that you couldn't execute properly. So that might be the case. We're gonna see if that's what the Execration are gonna do. Like I said, this game doesn't really matter too much in placement. So Execration, if you want to make a statement here, you definitely can. And if you pick the exact same pick and lose, it doesn't matter. You already won against them that way. So you can maybe come out as cocky, and that's the worst thing that could happen. Omega Esports, they get a Death Prophet, naturally a pretty solid laner against the Void Spirit. The Dissimilate does not break the Spirit Siphon, so Death Prophet doesn't care about that. The AoE silence is something that the Void Spirit doesn't deal that well with. Even if he has the Yule Scepter, if the Death Prophet is waiting for him, can easily time the silence before he goes down. He cannot use the Dissimilate or the Astral Step to get away in time. People are asking, why did the SMG disqualify? SMG started this tournament with one roster, and then they announced that they're going to be having some roster changes. We wouldn't allow that in the mid of the tournament, so they've had some issues themselves, and they just asked to drop out of this tournament, some others as well. So hopefully they're going to be coming in with their new roster in some of the other Moon Studio tournaments that are probably going to be coming up later in the year. So that's the reason why SMG is not in the tournament. They were. I was quite happy to see them play. I'm pretty sad that they did change their roster. There's some big names making their appearance in their roster right now. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to actually be stronger now at this point, since they really did start playing well with their previous lineup, and then just as they got really good, they changed up their players. Execration, they ban out the Dragon Knight and the Beastmaster again. This time around, they're going to be removing the Tiny. So we're not going to be seeing that one. It seems like they know something that we don't, that this Tiny AA combo is just too powerful, I guess. With the Ice Vortex on the ground and the AA Blast connecting, I'm pretty sure Tiny kills any hero on the map. So they want to remove that one. The Wraith King is still in the pool, so Omega Esports can definitely get that one. It is one of the strongest heroes to lane with the AA. We saw how underwhelming the AA was in the lane in the last game, but still did so much in the mid game. And Omega will go for the Mars. So Execration, if you don't want to play against the Phoenix Mars, you better just pick it up right now. Mars Arena, good setup for the AA Blast. Good way to defend the Death Prophet. You are playing against the Wisp Void Spirit, but we saw how effective the Mars was in the last game. Though Nico really had some godly plays there on the Mars. We're constantly jumping on the enemies and just bringing them down. See? Ooh, Spirit Breaker. Okay, so it is definitely a position 1 IO. We're going to be seeing some charges with the tethers coming in, with the two guys just going through the whole map. This is quite interesting. These two heroes are going to be very, very fast together later on in the game. Of course, during the mid-game, the IO will most likely be lashed onto his own creep with the Helm of the Dominator. But I like this for sure. I haven't seen a Spirit Breaker for some time here at the Moon Studio Spring Trophy Cup. That game, Secret versus Neon, the Spirit Breaker was so cool, and it almost even won them the game. If there was no hex there from Puppy, it actually would have turned that game around completely for Neon. So I like this. Omega Esports go for the Lion. The Spirit Breaker doesn't care about heavy lockdown at all. The Bulldoze is just way too good. The status resistance is insane. You get turned into a frog, instantly you're back, and even while you're a frog jumping around, you are incredibly fast. So Lion, though, probably one of the, if not the best position for right now. You do want something to be able to lock down the Void Spirit. Now with the Mars Lion, you have a ton of ways to do that. Omega Esports not deciding to go for the team fight lineup. With the Mars Phoenix, they're gonna decide to take the Lion. I might like this a little bit more, considering that Lion is somewhat of a deny pick for Execration as well. You have the Death Prophet. This hero doesn't like playing against heavy burst, and that's exactly what the Lion is. Execration, they are missing their off lane and their position 4 most likely, so Lion would have been a good pickup for them as well. If they wanted the Lion, though, they should have taken it on as their third pick, considering that the Spirit Breaker wouldn't have been taken by Omega Esports. There's no chance for that. So, Execration, 30 seconds before they lose all of their reserve time. They're thinking about their fourth pick, and it's gonna be a PL. Okay. Looking at the heroes of Omega Esports, the only one that is somewhat solid against the PL is the Lion. But given the sheer amount of illusions, even the hexes and the mana drains are not gonna be enough. The Death Prophet spirits don't like to spread out to too many targets. The A and Lion are incredibly squishy. You do have the frontliner with the Spirit Breaker. This puts IO on some other position. I don't know which. Maybe it is a position 5 IO with the PL carry. Or maybe it is a mid lane IO with a PL carry and Void Spirit in the offlane. We still don't know what the Execration intend to do until we see the last pick. We are not going to be sure about it. Omega Esports, they do need a carry. The Lash will get banned out anyways, and the Monkey King, I like the bans for sure. Monkey King and the Lash, these two heroes are pretty good against the PL. It would be fun to see something like a Sven, something that actually deals with the Phantom Lancer, and that's something that Omega Esports definitely need. They can also go for the Wraith King Radiance build. That would be good as well. Considering you do have an AA, the Wraith King would be a good hero for sure. Battle Fury is quite popular right now, so in that regard, these illusion heroes are not that good, but just looking at the Omega Esports lineup, they don't deal well with the illusions. Mars hates playing against the PL. During the laning phase, he's okay, but later on in the game, he just doesn't do anything to him. Death Prophet as well. A, of course, so
10 seconds.
They need something to deal with it if they want to be able to go into the late game. If it's fine for them to just snowball out of control and just push with those with the exorcism, then it's fine. But we'll see what they decide to do. They wanted to play fast-paced Dota last time around, and it didn't work out that well for them. So Execration, I'm liking what they have right now. It's fun, it's different. They are lacking some lockdown. The Spirit Breaker might not be the best hero to do that, so going for some hero with a stun would be okay. They're gonna go for the Brewmaster. Okay, this is putting the Void Spirit in the mid lane and the Wisp on the support role. We'll see who goes where. Will it be a position for Spirit Breaker or position for Wisp? Not the biggest fan of the Brewmaster here, I have to say. You have ways to burst him down, ways to initiate on him, so Brewmaster will always have to be the one initiating with his ulti, and even when he gets a Blink Dagger, you have to blink and they instantly split. The Hex is instant. You might even die if you do it that way as well, if the line is fast on his fingers, so not the biggest fan of the pick for sure. Unless it's a position 5. If it's a position 5, lanes with the PL, Voice Spirit, Spirit Breaker go off lane, and Io goes to the mid lane, then I'm okay with the Brewmaster, but it's most likely going to be the off lane. I just don't see them putting the Voice Spirit off and Io mid. So Omega, what do you get? I still think that Wraith King is a good pickup. It would give you more lockdown, more burst damage. You have a good lane with the AA. No matter who you're laning against, it's gonna be pretty good. They go for the troll actually. Okay, I forgot about this one. I usually think that he's just gonna be banned out. So the troll will be their hero of choice. You'll be getting the Void Spirit. So it's definitely gonna be a mid lane Void Spirit. RR going for the Spirit Breaker. So it is a position 5 Spirit Breaker with probably the Io laning with the Brewmaster, something that I don't like considering the Io doesn't have anything to ignite the Cinder Brew until he gets his Wisp, so which is level 3, level 4. Who knows? So it is going to be an Eco Brewmaster. I have to say this time around I'm favoring the Omega Esports lineup. They do have a troll right now. I forgot about this hero. It's a great hero against the PL. Sure, the Brewmaster can be annoying too, but you're probably going to be seeing Tino getting his BKB relatively early so that he doesn't get lifted up in the air. You have more burst damage here with the troll. Once he gets the Basher, Abyssal Blade is going to be quite insane. The late game is there for Omega Esports. They have more lockdown. They have more tower push. Team fight, when the split is up, might go to the side of Execration, but I just don't see where their damage is coming from. How are they gonna kill these heroes? And this lineup just feels lacking to me. So I'm gonna say that Omega Esports are gonna be winning this game 3, and with that the series, because of Execration's bad time management. Omega Esports just needs to win the one game, and this time around I think they outdid themselves with the draft. I'm just not seeing this Execration draft doing that much. The lanes, they're gonna be good for Omega as well. The troll naturally wins pretty much any lane. Death Prophet against the Voice Spirit should be doing quite well. The Death Prophet herself, she pretty much wins any lane in the current meta on any position. The Mars line should be doing okay. This the Spirit Breaker and a PL, or maybe it is a Wisp PL, whatever it is, it's still gonna be an easy game for a easy lane for a Mars. So in my mind, this is a outdraft for Omega Esports. I still don't know what to expect from the Brewmaster. I haven't seen this hero for a long time. I haven't seen this hero work for an even longer time. So when his Axe was introduced, he was played a little bit with his 2 stacks. He was played a little bit. I saw him a few times on support roles where he did okay, but overall, when there's nothing to ignite the Cinder Brew, the hero just isn't that powerful in the lane, and against the troll, against an AA, this lane can actually be quite formidable. You have slows, you have the cold feet. I'm not sure the whirling axes are gonna be enough to proc the cold feet, but if you're careless for just a second, you could go down. The Troll will have free farm, so I kind of see lanes going the way of Omega Esports, the late game going the way of Omega Esports, pickoffs in the mid game their way as well. It's only going to come down to how well Execration can move around the map, and we saw Omega Esports, they were unable to make a draft similar to this one, what Execration has work last game, and arguably they had a better one. They had better chances of going in, more damage coming out from the Earth Spirit, coming out from their offlane hero. This time around, I just don't see it happening. Can the Spirit Breaker and the Void Spirit create a lot of kills around the map? I just don't see it happening, especially you're playing against the DP. She's gonna go for defensive items, and if you can't kill her, you're gonna get eaten up by the Exorcism. This is not looking good for Execration. Even if the PL comes online, the Troll is a great hero against the PL. If it comes to the late game, he will be ripping him apart. Omega Esports, they want to ramp up the aggression immediately, going for a smoke, and RR will be the one found out. He does have the wind lace, but it will never kick in. They have the spear getting him to the low ground, though RR might survive because of this. Does have a charge, but nowhere to charge to, and Sam H, oh, he can't get him. That wind lace actually saving his life. Sam H using that spear to the low ground will allow the Spirit Breaker to live. Tino now taking a ton of damage. If they get a first blood right now, it's gonna be a disaster for Omega, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. BDZ getting a first blood on Tino instead of getting a first blood themselves. They actually lose a hero on the bottom lane, and it's gonna be Tino. Sure, he's not gonna be losing that much, but it's gonna be a nice influx of gold for the BDZ IO, who's going for a soul ring. Expected maybe something like an urn, considering he got the first blood, but he already started with 2 controls of strength. Yowie wanted to go for the rune, not gonna be getting that one, so on top of the first blood, Execration are actually gonna get 3 runes. No block on the mid lane for Yowie, but he's gonna be fine with that. It's a Void Spirit, he can secure the range creep. Actually, with the Ether Remnant, he actually can't do it that effectively. Yowie, mid lane, against Mac. Actually getting a good block off there, and the lane will be in a relatively even position, a bit favoring Mac there, but overall, Yowie using the Ether Remnant there to pull in Mac, not going to be doing that. This lane is not going to be easy for Yowie. Definitely not as easy as the last one. He's not going to be able to get that range creep, and a nice deny coming out from Mac. Top lane, RR and the BLR starting off with the charge. That's not going to be doing him any good. Just wants to slap this line and would like to have the greater bash, but that's not the case. Bottom lane, Nico taking a ton of damage. This is what I was afraid of. Sure, you got that first blood, but this lane is just so powerful. The AA will harass you. You can't go on him because of the Troll. One of the best carries to just protect his supports is the Troll. If you start committing, the whirling axes will be there, and there's just basically not much that you can do about it. So the Troll will farm very nicely on the bottom lane, though for now Nico is not falling behind. Top lane, RR going in, did use the charge, Balos taking a lot of damage, Sam H and Shanks, they are very strong in this lane, so many stuns, so much, especially when they hit level 2. This Mars will be dishing out a ton of damage with the God's Rebuke. RR, thinking about going in, he still doesn't have level 2, but Omega are gonna be the first ones to hit him. They go in onto the BL, use the stun, not gonna be doing that much. RR hits level 2, so I'm getting the greater bash right now and getting out some more salves to be able to keep his BL healthy. Execration, where does your damage come out in this game? I don't see it. Shanks and Sam H continuing to pressure this BL. Only 6 last hits. We can see now all of the lanes going in favor of the side of Omega Esports. RR does have a charge. Not using it just yet, but even if he did, him and the PL can't do that much damage. The PL doesn't even have the Phantom's Rush just yet, and even if he did, level 1 is just not that effective. A slow now favoring the side of Omega, considering their 3 cores are farming pretty well, though I have to commend him in terms of CS, though now with this guy is just playing out of his mind. Oh, okay, jinxed him. But the other ones are gonna get picked up, getting him up to 18 last. What's happening for now? Getting a raid band on the career. Not gonna be that easy to deny for him. CML getting a nice pull off. The full creep wave will be denied there without them getting a single experience point. Maybe BDZ got experience from that range creep, but I'm not certain that he did. You know, think about going in. Nico doesn't have the drunken now has the sticks as well. BDC, no sticks on the IO just yet. And guys, what finally gonna be seeing a kill in this laning stage. Here comes the charge onto the line, gonna connect. He will start slapping him. Nice. Goes down, and now it's pretty unlikely that this tower will be going down. Execration doing a good job at keeping Mac down, at least from not taking their towers. This troll is just farming way too much silence onto the voice spirit. They won't get the hex off. Without the hex, you will not die. Pulling the creep wave back, just making sure that his tower doesn't take that much damage. A blast flying towards the bottom lane. Same HG using the arena. It's not gonna connect onto anyone as well as the A blast misses. And Omega, they miss every single one of their spells. Now the troll in some trouble on the top lane. He does have a TP, tries to go for it. There's gonna be a charge. RR won't allow that thing to happen. Dino does have an ulti. Will he be using it here? It seems like he doesn't want to do it just yet. Just trying to run away. Will use the ulti. Turns around onto RR, who is pretty fast as the phase boots. We might actually die here. Dino doing a ton of damage. It's gonna slow him down, and RR will go down. Dino now turns around onto Nico, trying to run away. He actually might be able to do this. Not really gonna be happening. Dino turns around, and in the end, will face his death like a man. But at least he gets a kill here. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're pushing quite hard. They go in for the split. They're not going to allow this Exorcism to take their mid tower, lift AA up into the air. They can bring him down immediately. That's going to connect with Ether, and then CML goes down. It's going to be a casualty immediately, but connects with an AA blast at the finger. Yaoi goes down. Now Nico, he has to run away. Gets the ults onto the Mars, Cyclone onto the Mars. He will be surviving for sure, but a beautiful turnaround there for Omega Esports, and might be able to just take the tower as well. There is no split on the Brewmaster. Spear will not connect onto anyone. Samh taking a ton of damage. Here comes the charge. It's gonna connect onto two of them. Samh in some trouble. The Nether Strike will be there, but he's still alive. Does have those infused raindrop charges, so that's gonna keep him alive for sure. The Urn, is it gonna be enough with the Cinderbrew? He's actually taking a ton of damage, but in the end, he will survive. Does have 3 sticks, has a salve, and will come out of that with his life intact. Still, they're trying to get this mid lane tower. Mac will get it into deny range, so they can deny it right now if they want to Execration. But meanwhile, the PL is taking the bottom tier 1. He's able to catch up to the troll a little bit. Troll going for the Battle Fury, but here comes the charge. He has an ulti one more time. RR, you know how this ended last time around. You just got your head smashed in, but they're coming in with a lot of heroes. It's again the 3 heroes that killed Dino last time, but Shanks is here right now. Dino will use the ulti. Here comes the Ace Plant. The turn around is there. RR, that's a mistake that you made twice. Nico, you think you can run away? BDC better get you out, and they are not going to be able to face this troll right now. They're coming in into the arena. Beautiful setup by SamH, and he gets them down. You might run away from my troll, but still, I'm going to be there to kill you for your sins. Punish you for your sins. Exactly, Mac. Going in with the silence. That's not going to connect, and Omega Esports get nice 3 kills going their way. Beautiful stuff from them. They were protecting the troll, and they knew exactly where the relocate came from. Just secured those bonus 2 kills that the troll and the lion were unable to get. So, Yaoi going for the silence. It's gonna be his item of choice. The Death Prophet already having the Yules. Troll will go for the Battle Fury. Probably the BKB next. Charge coming through onto the Death Prophet. They do have the Nether Strike. Mac turns around with a silence. He goes in for the Spirit Breaker. You better run away from me. The Yules will be there. It will remove the Bulldoze immediately. The Spear misses SamH. A bit of a mistake from him, but it doesn't matter. Nice setup there with the Yules. Max sets up for SamH. Yo, man, this is a nice spear for you, and we see SamH not going for Yules, so he probably can't use a spear into Yules. Just kidding, guys. SamH is a great player. It's not really that hard to hit a Yules into a spear. 1k goal lead for Omega Esports. The troll still topping the network chart. What does the PL have? He's going for a Manta. We might be seeing a Manta Heart from the PL. I'm curious to see if he's gonna go for the Diffusal Blade. Might not even need it. Just go Manta Heart, Scotty, and go in and kill everyone. You're playing against an AA, so not gonna be the easiest to survive, but if he's good on his doppelganger, he's definitely gonna be okay. That Manta will help him against the silence. Now we see another pause from Omega Esports. This time around is gonna be Mac disconnecting. I think they're just punishing Execration for making them wait for an hour. So are just like, you're gonna wait a little bit right now. We don't have anything better to do. Of course, playing in the best tournament in the world is very, very fun. Even when it's paused, it's the intense pressure is always nice to feel. in a competition such as this one. Io going for an Axe. Okay, so BDZ wants to be dishing out the damage. He only has the Soul Ring. He hasn't really been that active. Okay, sorry, go when ready. Oh, okay, so he paused for the enemies, like go and then wait for the response. But we see that these two teams, they definitely love each other. 2 for 2 in terms of bounties in the 15-minute mark. Overall, pretty even game for now. It comes down to these supports on the side of Omega Esports not really having that much, but Shanks will be getting a Blink Dagger, so that's basically the only thing he needs. Now Omega go for a smoke. They have a Blink Arena on the Mars. They need to get the Yules on this Void Spirit if they want to set up. It's not going to be easy to go for it. Actually, the Hex start would be perfect. Yowie in a good position, but the Hex is not going to be there. Gets to the side and will be able to survive. Double Astral Step. He is not going to take any risks here. Yowie breaking the smoke and actually getting out in time there. Shanks almost getting the Hex. He was very close to making that happen. Will be it will be better if he just farms his Blink Dagger. Then they can do this even without the smoke. So both of the cores of the teams have been allowed to farm as much as they want. It seems like all of them are quite confident. Belos does have the Manta. He is going for the Fusel Blade, so wants to be able to dish out the damage. Not sure if I'm the fan of this. I actually am. You're playing against an AA line. You just stand in the illusions with the Fusel Blade and they're going to get ripped apart. Lying gets a Blink Dagger. This is going to be go time for Omega Esports. There is an Orchid coming out for the Void Spirit, so both teams kind of hitting their timings. Spirit Breaker is very, very farmed. Going for the drums. Gets a nice deep ward down. Won't get scouted by the couriers. Now, this could be a really big timing for them. They don't have the drums just yet, but you have that Orchid. Here comes the charge. They're going in for Shanks. Brewmaster has been caught. Can they kill him before he gets his ulti off? He needs to use it right now if he wants to survive. The finger will not allow that to happen. And RR now comes into 4 heroes. You want to be a bonus. No problem, my friend. Tino uses the ulti. This might not end well, but no. RR will be going down, and Tino gets a double kill in this fight. So, RR will be giving up his life. His offlaner died, so he wants to keep him company in the afterlife, and they will be holding hands for another 15 seconds before they come back in. Oh, this happened. BDZ buying a double Staff of Wizardry. This is something that happens, guys, when you start spamming your quick buy button super fast, and the game is apparently still in beta, so it buys one item twice. So he's gonna be taking a little bit longer to get the Axe out. A bit of unfortunate coming out from BDZ. He gets on to the Spirit Breaker during the charge, but it will not be finishing. The drums up in 50 gold. Lion coming in. Here comes the AA Blast. It's going to connect onto the Brewmaster, who does have a split. Without the finger, though, you're not going to be able to burst Nico down, so you need to be careful. And that's exactly what Omega Esports are going to do. They're going to bail out for now. Why is my FPS dropping so low? Shouldn't be happening. Whatever. Roche getting gone on. He will be going down for sure. The troll just doing so much damage to him. He's just staying there in place, not understanding what is happening to him. Why does my life have to end? And he goes down. Tino getting the kill there and getting the Aegis as well. So Omega Esports now getting the Aegis in hand. That's gonna increase their power even more. A second, guys, I'm gonna reconnect here. My FPS is going down. Maybe that's why the players are reconnecting. Maybe the FPS is dropping. Considering there's a patch coming up, it's really not that... Okay, we missed a kill on the PL. I'm sorry about that, boys, but, you know, it's better to... And my FPS is still crap. So, Omega Esports, they killed the PL. And your caster, he sees everything. Sorry about that one more time. But Execration, they lose their carry right now. He has been the only one having somewhat of a decent game, but that's just been farming. It's not like he was contributing anything around the map. This is something that we were afraid for Execration, even during the draft, that the damage output is just not there. And they understand it. That's why they're not fighting. But how do you win the game? Do you really think that this... PL can carry you this game? You're up against the line, you're up against the Troll Warlord. These two heroes will be able to bring you down anytime. Now, the AA being caught, the simulate damage will be enough, and he goes down. There are getting the kill. He didn't really need to get that one, but at least his drums will be delivered right now. Look at the positioning of the Brewmaster. He's going for the axe. His first item is not going to be the blink or the full vessel. The extra stats might help you against the burst damage of Omega Esports, but what is he doing here? He's actually setting up for a fight here around the mid lane tower, which is quite low. They go in for Samage. They see perfectly the ulti will be used by the Spirit Breaker, and Samage will be going down. They get the silence off as well. Samage will be dying for sure with... Oh, actually has the ult. He survives. In the backlines, BDZ has gone down, but Samage goes down as well. Oro still hasn't used his ulti. Here comes the A blast. Will connect on the voice, but go ahead and assimilate and will be able to get out. With the Astral Step, he will be fine. Yowie is okay. They're charging in one more time. Where they're actually going on will stop the charge. Nico thinking about going in. He might be able to kill Shanks here. Not gonna happen. He comes in and Shanks turns around with a Hex. Will be able to survive. So he comes out of this fight alive with Execration losing 2 of their heroes. They even defend their mid lane tower. Good idea from Execration, but still their damage is so lacking. You saw how much time it took for that Mars to fall, even with them having so much lockdown coming out from the Voice Spirit and the Spirit Breaker. PL still wasn't in that fight. He's going for a heart next. That's probably going to be the item that he'll use to fight. I still don't see then the reason for buying this Diffusal Blade. If you don't want to go in for a fight right now, it's really not going to contribute anything to your team. Tino getting charged. Immediately the charge will stop. Now I don't know when the Aegis will expire because of that reconnect. But that's fine. Omega Esports, they're still very, very powerful. He has an SNY, the troll. Execration, what is your play? Even with this misplay of BDZ, maybe if he had an axe in that last fight, he would be able to survive. But no extra armor, no extra HP was on him. Samage getting gone on. The Spirit Breaker will actually connect with the charge. Does have the bulldoze, using it right now, so that's gonna reduce those stuns. But Tino coming in, they're gonna bash him to death, keeping him into the net, and RR will go down. Or Wilkie is actually quite fast, and BDZ will connect to him, keeping RR alive. Oh man, was that close, but at least he shows that everyone on Omega Esports is there, giving some much needed info to his team. Tino just turns around on the illusions, will be able to destroy that one. He's going for the Basher, not going for a BKB just yet. Might be a mistake considering you're playing against an Orchid Malevolence. It could be going down. Has the Aegis, so that's why he's playing aggressive. Voice Spirit getting axed out with the Earth Spike fall up. They don't even need the Finger in the backlines. The arena has been used, but look at the damage being down to Samage. Now finally the PL is doing something. The bash is there on Samage, and Samage will fall. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 with a buyback of the Void Spirit. They can definitely fight. Shanks in some trouble. He's gonna get destroyed here by the Brulings. The little pandas will bring him down. Now damage being down onto Yowie. He just bought back. He just gets destroyed. Tino going in onto Balos. He's gonna get the net off. Nice Manta. Balos running to the side. They know exactly which one is real. Now another ulti from the panda will be used there. But how much can he actually do? He's not able to save his scores. They go down, but at least Nico gets a double kill. Now he turns around onto Matt. He might be able to kill him. The illusion from the PL is still there, and they get a kill. Tino now he's surrounded by a lot of heroes. He's alone, and no one can help him. Tino will be going down to once for sure. They're actually not committing onto him. BDZ does have the axe. Who is gonna respawn first on the side of Omega Esports? No one, and no one is buybacking. He might have been able to save Tino, but right now he's alone, and there's nothing that he can do against these guys. Spirit Breaker committing. RR, he's gonna be man fighting him, going with the charge through him, and gets a killing spree on that troll. Everyone dying on the side of Omega Esports, despite the 2 cores dying and the Voice Spirit even dying back in that fight. They're able to clean up Omega Esports, just the fight lasting for too long, and Nico with the 2 charges of the split will be able to completely turn the fight around. Now level 16 on this Brewmaster. It's actually close to levels with the troll. Very nicely done. This Spirit Breaker also doing so much in the fights, charging multiple times. Now he's gonna die. The Finger will finish him off. RR was just on enemy vision. CML has to run away, getting slowed down here. Here comes the Wisp, gonna be doing a ton of damage. Do they have a dust? Not really, but they know exactly where CML is. He's trying to run away. Are you going anywhere? No, you're not. Just walks into the Ether Remnant and accepts his destiny. His destiny is gonna be Death. Execration getting another kill for themselves, but they did lose the Spirit Breaker prior to that. The Troll Warlord, I think that he's gonna be going for a BKB right now. Actually, he is committing for the Basher, it seems like. I don't see it in the quick buy here. It's not in his inventory either. Oh, yep, it's in the courier. So he's committing for the Basher. I'm not a fan of this, considering you're playing against so many stuns. Okay, they jump in onto the Io. The Io will die. The arena being used at BDC. There's no way that this guy can survive. He is quite tanky, but in the end, he will die. Now they go in onto the Death Prophet. Doesn't have the ults. Here comes RR onto Shanks. Shanks will get charged, but it really won't change that much. AA Blast will connect there onto the Voice Sprint. It's a perfect target to go on. If they have the silence for a little bit longer, he might go down, but Yo will be able to Astral Step away. Troll Warlord still has the ulti. The split will expire, but actually he doesn't have another one for 95 seconds. And that's gonna be a big time window where Omega Esports can just farm and pretty much do whatever they want around the map. Top lane, RR, he might find CML here. Does he have dust? That does have sentries, but it's gonna get turned around on and is running away right now with the bulldozer. The chances will be okay. Actually, the creep dies there, and with the Yules, you won't have your bulldozer anymore. With that, RR will most likely die. When I say that, his death was pretty much written in stone. There was no way for him to get onto that. The PL, how is his heart coming up? He's actually getting relatively close. 600 gold away from the Reaver. Palos will be having that very, very soon. Sam H, laying dagger on him. He wants the Basher as well. Some weird item choices. I definitely would like him to have the BKB going up against the PL. His mana is getting burned down every single time. It's a way that you survive against this hero. As the Mars, you want to spam out your spells, turn around with the Bulwark, silence onto the line. He just goes down. Nice kill coming out from Execration. They're really starting to give it back to Omega Esports. They're still in a 5k gold deficit, but Io, look at him. BDZ is becoming a core slowly but surely. He's gonna be overtaking his mid laner as well. They're giving a ton of farm to BDZ, going for the Sand right now. Probably gonna be turning that one into Halberd. Once he has a heart, imagine him latching onto the PL and double heart region connecting there on the PL. It's gonna be insane how unkillable this guy will be. The AA Blast will be a necessity, but Omega Esports, they do have that. RR will scout out the smoke, uses the bulldoze immediately, will they be jumping, goes for the drums, and will be able to get away. So much movement speed on the Spirit Breaker, but they get the Yules onto the Isle. Look at the damage being done to Max. They get the Spear, it's not gonna connect, and BDZ just goes for the TP. They do have the Yules and will keep him in place. You're not going anywhere, my friend. What is this fire here? What is this? Oh, Spear Miners impales up to 2 units. Oh, leaves a fire trail behind. Okay. So I know that it impales 2 units, but I didn't know about the fire trail. He decided not to go for the Basher, gets the Ag Shard, and now going for the BKB. I like the item choices for SMH for sure. Considering you're playing against the PL, having that double Spear Impale is quite nice. Of course, if it connects on 2 heroes is insane, but you have more chances of getting the real PL stuck on the arena. DP going for the tower. Want to get it down. The charge is coming through. Io's coming back in 7 seconds, so they definitely can fight this. There is a BKB on the DP, so you don't really want to connect with this charge. Spirit Breaker, think about going in even without the charge, but the PL shows his face and will defend the tower. Does have that heart. The next item will be the Nullifier. He is playing against the DP, so just using the Nullifier on him. Here comes the Glimmer Cape for RR. He's most likely going to be going down. AA Blast will connect. Actually, they won't even need it. The finger will be enough for Mac to finish off the kill. Now they go on to Nico. He is taking a ton of damage. They can kill the Brewmaster. It's going to be perfect. He has to go for the split. Nice relocate out. BDZ keeping it alive. Shanks goes down. Now Palos is starting to overwhelm them with illusions, but you're fighting against the troll. Gonna get lifted up into the air. This Panda survived, and now Sam H will be going down. A perfect fight coming out from the side of Execration. Now Troll getting gone on. Does have 46 charges and can use the ulti anytime he wants, but he's really not going to be using it this time around. And Nico gets a double kill. BDZ saving that fight for the side of Execration, and they only lose Yaoi in this one. So the Void Spirit, the most elusive hero on the side of Execration, the most elusive hero in the game probably, is gonna be the only one that goes down. And Palos now, he's starting to dish out the damage. We saw that they actually have enough to bring these heroes down. Nico is the main hero here. He has to die every single time before getting his ulti off. We see how much trouble Split is making it for Omega Esports, but I think the most important thing is this troll not buying a BKB. Palos, and I forgot his Dino. Just making a big mistake there. A Blast connects into the pit. We can talk about his item choices later on and blame him for them, for sure. They're going for the road, doing a ton of damage still. It's not falling down that fast. No AA blast right now, so without it, I don't really see Omega fighting it. They don't even have the exorcism. I think about going in. It's actually gonna be spam because they're gonna go in onto the line. He's just gonna die using nice arena. Just left the Spirit Breaker and the Lion survives. He forces himself out. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a 1 kill for now. The A falling down quite fast and he will die. The PL trying to finish off the Roche. They will get it in the end. Gets the second Aegis and the cheese. Now Mac in some trouble as well. Does have the BKB, so he shouldn't be going down. Nico has that tag shard as well. So the Void Panda is here too. And he will, in the end, just get out with his pandas. Beautifully done by Execration. They get to... Actually, they only got 1 support kill. The Lion did survive there. He does have that 4 staff, so a lot of mobility on the side of Shanks. I like this for sure. You have now another way to break the charge of the Spirit Breaker. If you use the 4 staff on the Spirit Breaker that is charging, his charge will stop. So that's a nice way to approach it. I mean, Tino, he's the main reason that this team is losing. If he had a BKB before this Basher that's basically doing nothing, they would be winning the fights. So his Death Prophet gets a BKB, but it doesn't matter that much if he doesn't have a BKB of his own. He's just getting lifted up, can't do anything in fights, and then when the time comes, they put him down, burn down his mana, and Tino can't do anything. So he's gonna be getting that BKB in 150 gold, but it might be too late. Execration, their lineup is pretty powerful at this point. This double split is just proving to be a big trouble for the side of Omega Esports, and it seems like Execration will be waiting long enough for them to have a double split in the next fight. That means that Omega are gonna be in big trouble, playing against the Nagus, playing against the Cheese, the Io having a BKB. He didn't finish off the Sanchez, went for the BKB, wants to be able to survive and get the heroes out with the relocate. BDZ, he's the main reason on the side of Execration that they did win this fight here, saving Nico. Now charge coming through. Tino gonna be the target of choice. Are thinking about finishing that one, but it would be a disaster. Now they find CML, gonna use the Nether Strike. CML will just die without getting a single spell off. He actually uses the ulti. Will it go through? It's just gonna clip 2 of them. Now jump to the side. Mac is getting quite low. He does have a BKB, trying to run away. Yules is still ready, not using the ulti just yet. Doesn't have a buyback. If he dies, there's no save coming out from you. The tournament connects and he goes down. Nico gets a double kill. Is unstoppable right now, and pretty much 2 games in a row. He's playing really, really well. Tino going for a BKB TP out. That's your 10-second BKB. That's what you're gonna use it for. To just run away like a coward. Execration win another fight and win it convincingly. Nico will have another charge of his ulti in just 25 seconds. That means that Omega Esports, you won't be able to fight. Execration doing a really good job in the mid game, just staying alive, but some clutch plays came into play, and also the BKB of the troll that we're gonna be flaming him for the rest of the game. We're gonna be repeating that. Tino, you are the one that lost the game for your team. You are the one. Just kidding, guys. It's not over just yet. Tino going for the Abyssal Blade next. This thing I like. I like the Mjolnir as well. The PL illusions are starting to become a problem. He does have a nullifier right now. Tino getting gone on, doesn't have the BKB. They will finish off the charge. Nether Strike is ready. Do they have the sentries? Yes, they do. Reverend connects as well. The silence is there. Doesn't have the BKB. Getting 4 staffed out. Tino, will he be able to use the ulti? Yes, he will. Doctor's run. Will start dishing out the damage, but gets cycloned immediately. Nico is in place. Meanwhile, the AA is down. They're gonna put him down right now. Troll will go down. Tino, no chances of survival. He didn't even have the BKB, and they're going in for more. Shanks will go down, and guess who's gonna be next? It's gonna be the Mars with the silence. You're not going anywhere. Yules won't help you against my nullifier. Palos gets him down to the ground and then into it immediately after. Execration dive tier 4s before even taking the tier 2 down, and Omega Esports, man, are they regretting their choices right now. Execration, they did give them that default win, but it was worth it because the new PCs are working super well. They're playing even better than before and winning against Omega Esports, who had a 6-0 start in this tournament, but now are gonna be most likely losing 2 series in a row. One against Army Geniuses and one against Execration. They did secure that they're the first one in the group, so maybe they're not giving it their all, but still, Execration, it's gonna mean a lot to them to win this series, and in a way win it 2-0. Sure, Omega Esports, they're gonna get 1 default win, but it's not like they showed any good plays with that one. 8k gold lead for Execration. They finish off the tier 2 on top as well. Only 1 outer tower left. They've already taken their axes. Omega Esports, what's your play? This last pick Brewmaster, I wasn't a believer in it, but Nico, man, did he play well. Now even has a BKB that's gonna secure that every single time the ulti will come out. Omega Esports, if they don't kill the Brewmaster before the start of the fight, they will not win it. There's just no way. One charge will be back up right now. So, Mega smoking to the right. The that Prophet showing here. He knows that the Wisp is in the vicinity. There's Invan going in. The Aegis will expire. So if there's a time to go in, it's definitely now. G's is still on the PL. They're gonna go in with the charge. Shank's in some trouble. He's immediately going to die. Can he get out? The Orchid will kill him. RR now in some trouble. Tino will finish him off, but that's his BKB used. Now the A goes down. There's no supports inside of Omega Esports. They don't have a BKB on the troll. Max still has his. The Exorcism being used, but he just has to run away from Nico. Nico is just being way too aggressive with this ulti, and there's nothing that Omega Esports can do to punish it. Sure, you killed the position 5 Spirit Breaker, but he doesn't really care about it. He did his job. The supports go down, and BKB charges, and the Exorcism have been popped. Tino getting gone on, gonna get pulled in. He does have a BKB. There's the silence. Tino will be fine. He does have the status resistance, so he does survive quite easily there. Nice item for him. The Titan Sliver is probably the best one that he could hope for. Very close to 35% status resistance, 34 to be exact, and there's gonna be some lag right now. Execration, new PC is lagging. What? I think that they should return them. I think it's probably their internet. We know that Execration did have some trouble with the internet in the previous parts of the tournament, but they said it was gonna be fixed in the when the month ends. The month ended. We're now in April, so their internet should be working fine. Execration 13k goal lead, 29 to 26. Omega Esports, it looked like it was gonna be an easy game for them, winning all 3 lanes, winning the mid game convincingly, playing constantly aggressive, getting the Aegis on their troll, everything is fine, and then Dino makes a genius decision. He gets a good decision. He says, I'm gonna buy a basher, guys, and his teammates say, yeah, that's a great decision, my friend Dino. You don't need a BKB. You're not gonna get lifted by the Brewmaster every single fight. You're gonna be able to do so much. Tino says, you think so? I think so as well. He buys the basher, and bam, you lose the game. You're not able to fight when you're stronger. Right now, when they're weaker, Tino is just using that BKB for defensive purposes or to kill a measly Spirit Breaker. RR has been very, very annoying to this troll for the entirety of the game. Palos, look at how strong this guy is. Now he has the basher with the nullifier. You're not going to be healing yourself up. DP though does have the level 25, minus 20 seconds replenish time on the Spirit Siphon. I kind of feel like those 8 Exorcism Spirits would be better. You're still not going to be getting